It's Week 18 of the 2023 season, and we'll be watching the dynamic Tyreek Hill. Now over 1,000 receiving yards on the season. It's the Dolphins and the Jets coming up next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come in after a loss last time out, but they've still been in good form, winners of 6 of their last 8. Zerline now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Miami. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Throwing to start here is Tua. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there. On 2nd and 12, Tua getting this out to the flat. Mostert. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by the 2nd overall pick out of BYU, now in his 2nd season, and that's Zach Wilson.
And we all know the scouting report on him. He can attack the field at all levels with a very strong arm and make big-time plays off schedule. We also see a player with confidence and swagger. We see a guy who knows how to lead a team, who knows how to compete, and wants to be great every time he hits the field.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, he finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Jets had 10-6 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences weaknesses and carry that into the contest.
They'll run with Hall. Room here to run. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. On the move to his left. Open man here is Conklin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he
got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Wilson gonna throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space.
Down the numbers. There he goes. The 30. 10. And finally out of bounds, so he doesn't take it the distance. All but 5 yards shy of the end zone. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go with Mostert. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The kick by Sanders is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball after that. They didn't even get a first down.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season as this year's playoffs play out anything. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. There's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Wilson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 1 quarter in the books, 8-3 our score. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
All again on 2nd down. And a short gain here down to the 22.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a big priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. Touchdown, Jets! Tyler Conklin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again. Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them. And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction. So it's all down to this week 18 on the NFL schedule. And that means that once we sort things out, we'll all be set for our 2nd ever Super Wild Card weekend, which I think everyone agrees was a runaway success last year. We got 2 games coming up on Saturday, 3 more on Sunday, and then we'll put a bow on it Monday night. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle here to Wilson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now Tua. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4th. That's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jets will take over. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for. How come they didn't tell us about it? Because they wanted to keep it a secret. We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on. Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. They go play action with Wilson. Out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Straight ahead is Hall, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall, and he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Back to the ground with Hall. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Tua going to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That's swung out to Mostert. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Second down and goal. Tua, and he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And the lead cut down to 9. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end Mike Gesicki. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll kick things off with an AFC East clash in upstate New York. Buffalo hosting New England, and it's the Bills with the lead in the second quarter. Jamison Crowder up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Russell Gage, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. Tyrell Williams, a touchdown reception. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Jets in that first half. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half. Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at the 34. Play action. Now Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Paul want to give up the middle. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 63 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. From the 36, Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll give to Hall. He'll get it inside the 20. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. On first down, right back to Hall. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll run with Hall. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It's such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also,
and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Zach Wilson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. But, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. They find some open field here. Inside the 20. So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, it can get away from them pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Zach Wilson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. 3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson rolling to his left. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. Here's a give to Hall. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now in Miami. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, here we sit, week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll go again with Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. A handoff for Hall. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll run. It's Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Breece Hall. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's Hall again. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Hall. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 174 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Now Hall. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. This is Hall. And And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 15-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Ready.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Switch, yellow, blue, check, yellow, line.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Wilson's got it complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for